So, ladies and gentlemen, so we have a few minutes lag in the session today because of technical difficulties. And I would like to introduce our next guest speaker, Mr. Sundar Raj. Sundar Raj,
As
thank you, sir, for waiting
thank you.
for a few minutes.
No, doesn't matter.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So, very interesting session so far. Just to give you, we had a fantastic sessions in the morning,
Yeah,
from the morning today.
yeah,
Very insightful. And rightly, it's amazing to moderate. I'm very happy to do that. It's from different perspectives,
yeah.
different point of views.
Yes, yes.
Compiling them together is something which is a very, very,
Really great task
I
we
must say.
have put. I
Yeah.
enjoyed. I enjoyed.
So,
Closely watching this right from the
yeah.
morning itself. I know.
Excellent.
Excellent.
So let me introduce Sundar Raj.
Mm.
He is talking on HR strategy framework for India 2030. Uh, Sundar Raj is HR and management consultant with international training and extensive industry experience, delivering innovative HR programs, audits, compliance, risk management, and leadership development to support organizations' strategic business goals. And he's a continuous. He's very active on LinkedIn, and he keep posting very insightful content. And also, I think he's releasing his book new recently. Okay, maybe you can give more details, Sundar.
Okay,
Thank you very
okay.
much.
Okay. Good afternoon to everybody. That's my audible, sir.
Yeah. You are
Thank
audible
you.
very much.
Right. I think in LinkedIn, I have got nearly 10,000 followers, and I usually put on the articles in LinkedIn, and more than 400 one-page articles I write on in 2 to 3 years and so on, and all about the management, HR, and leadership and everything. Right. Right. Fortunately, I got more than 33 years experience in facility management and industrials, uh, and also got trained by the MNC Training Academy, Control Risk Group London. I'm a distinguished member in NIPM and MSP, IAS, dedicated to transforming the management practice for India's future. HR India 2030. Uh,
Yeah, are you sharing the screen or something?
yes,
Mhm.
kindly share the screen, please.
Yeah, you can select the presentation now. Your screen is visible, but you can select the presentation.
Okay.
Click on the
By
presentation.
2030, this,
No, presentation is still not visible. So your screen is full screen is visible. Okay.
okay.
So is your presentation open?
Not sir, not open. No slides. I couldn't.
No, is it presentation? You already opened it
Yeah.
in your computer?
Yes, I got.
Okay,
I
just
got.
quickly.
I had it. No problem. I had it presentation in my computer. I can read it.
Yeah, okay. So share it again. Maybe you can reshare it.
So
Go to stop sharing and reshare it.
oh,
Then okay, try once again. No problem. Take your time. Yeah, now screen is visible. Just open PPT now.
okay, okay.
When you share it, then the last there is a all screen. Okay. When you just click on the share button, you see three windows. The entire screen. You can just select the entire screen and click on that screen and share it. Then you can open whatever you see in the screen. It will be visible to the audience. Praveen, do you have a presentation with you?
Yes, sir, I have.
Yeah, now it is visible. If the presentation is visible, you can put it into a slideshow mode if you want. You can see the presentation now.
I see in my computer.
Yeah, yeah, open it. Now we can see your emails. So whatever you open it in your screen, it will be visible.
Okay.
Yeah, now we can see it. Okay.
Can I say forward to you? No.
No, sir. I will
Praveen, you
I
can
will
share it.
present you.
Oh,
I think Praveen will share it. Okay, then you can talk about it. Let Praveen share so that you can.
Just a minute, sir.
yeah. So go to next. Yeah. So India is poised to become the 5 trillion economy with the government projection to targeting it to 27-28. The IMF forecast this milestone of 2029. These ambitious goals hinges the sustained growth through transformative initiatives like Make in India and Digital India programs. However, the challenges including the global economic volatility, infrastructure constraint, and meaningful job creations must be strategically addressed to realize this vision. The strategic imperatives to creating the future-ready workforce that drives the innovations, productivity, and inclusive growth across the sector. Next. So our ambition as India as the global talent hub, like, so workforce transformation, digital AI and enablement, inclusive growth, and sustainable HR. Workforce transformation. We have the agile, multi-generation teams with the seamless talent, mobility, and gig integrations, digital and AI enablement, analyst-driven HR system with intelligent automation and predictive capabilities, inclusive growth, gender, regional, and disability parities, creating the opportunities for all Indians. Sustainable HR, the ESG compliance, green policies, and ethical practice embedded in the talent settings. Expected outcomes what need? Enhance your productivity, reduce attrition, the robust compliance, and comprehensive future skill readiness across the workforce. Next. So this vision makes us to that mega trends shaping the 2030. That's AI-driven talent acquisition. It fosters the hiring cycles, predictive system analytics, transforming the recruitment. The 45% of the firms are now using the AI for candidate screening and gig and remote work revolution, flexible talent pools, redefining employment, contract, and workforce restructure. And we will get nearly 23 million gig workers projected by 2027. Green jobs and ESG mandate. Sustainability driving the talent, brand strength, and regulatory compliance. 12% of new hires on renewable energy sector. We are going to get renewable energy sector for 12% in the then skill-centric economy. A continuous reskilling became the non-negotiable for career progression. The reskilling or upskilling, it is becoming the non-negotiable for career progress, career development. 70% of jobs requiring digital competence now. The next slide, please. The next. On the basis of the vision and the trends, I put the 4-pillar frameworks. First, from the sustainable HR. Sustainable HR means ESG compliance, green policies, and ethical sourcing. Second is inclusive growth, gender, regional, disability parity initiative. Third one is digital and AI enabled HRIs, analytics, manpower analytics, human and intelligent automation. Fourth is workforce transformation, age diversity, gig integration, talent mobility. This integrated framework creates a robust foundation for India's human capital strategy, ensuring the organization can attract, develop, and retain world-class talent while driving the sustainable business outcomes. The next slide, please. Next, next one maybe. I'm going to go by one pillar. Right now, I'm taking to the fourth pillar, the workforce transformation. Workforce transformation, demographic advantage. Now we got 600 million under 25 ages. By 2030, 300 million over 45 years old. There are the diverse age and generations, millennial, boomer, and Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, the last one. By 2030, we are going to have more than 65 years old. That is a boomers. Boomers will retire. So the next generation, general millennial and general X, will take part. So another one is the general Z, Gen Z. Nearly 337 million people are here by 2030. I was expecting. So about 40% of Gen S will, nearly 36 to 40% by 2030. The talent liquidity, internal JIT platforms, cross-functional squads, enabling the dynamic resource allocation. So it will enhance the experience. Shifting from hire to retire, or going to the past talent journey with AI-driven career nudges. This transformation requires reimagining the traditional HR structure to embrace fluidity, agility, and continuous learning as core organized capabilities. The next pillar is digital and AI enablement. Such a new HR core. So, the HR analytics, intelligent automation, employee self-service. So, HR analytics, it helps to predictive churn modeling, strategic capacity planning, and measurable ROI on learning and development investment. L&D, intelligent automation, the end-to-end onboarding workflows, seamless payroll processing, and automated compliance reporting, reducing manual step. That is paperless compliance, employee self-service, mobile first platforms with voice, enable the HR assistant, providing the instant access to policies, benefits, and support to the employees. These digital capabilities transform the HR from an administrative function to a partner, delivering the real-time insight and personalized employee experience at scale. Next slide. Next one, I think three. So the
Next slide.
focus, my God, I digitalize it in the next one. It is inclusive growth, turning diversity into performance. As we were by target 40% of women leadership by 2030. So now we have the 17 percentage. Enhancing the percentage of the women participation and leadership will closing the gender gap. And the next 60 percentage what is 2-tier and 3-tier hirings, regional balance through remote hubs and distributed teams. Now this is not only the metro city. You see that in the regional hubs in not only in Chennai. Now we are having the IT parks and industry manufacturing is everywhere in Madurai, Chennai, Coimbatore. In such a way, the distributed teams are located, and regional balances are everywhere. The developments are everywhere. For example, recently in Perambalur, Ariyalur, and Karur, Tiruchi in south district, none other shoes are coming. So it provides more employment in workforce to women workforce, and it is fortunately now Zoha established the IT parks in Tenkasi. In the government opened the IT park in Tanjavur. So now they are distributed. There are so many regional hubs of talent, regional IT sector, and manufacturing are coming over. So we need to. There is no 2-tier, 3-tier also. So so we need to regional balance here now. So in order to that next one is 100% digital accessibility. Includes the job design for persons with disability. Everyone should access the digital in HR, so that government policy and organization changes over, everything should come to the employees and first hand. So some initiative we can give gender parity initiative, mentorship program for women leaders, and flexible work arrangements, equal pay audits and transparency, and local language support. So the growth should not be in one particular part. That should be inclusive all. Inclusive all means demographically and geographically, and gender-wise, and disabled person also, and everywhere that there should be inclusive growth in employment and workforce talent acquisition, everything we need. Next slide. Sustainable HR. The ESG as a talent, green policies, carbon neutral offices, sustainable travel reimbursements, and eco-friendly workplace practices, ethical supply chain, HR-led vendor audits, ensuring the labor standards, fair wages, working conditions, and skill-based volunteering program used for creating a social impact. These 3 years will help to build the sustainable HR. 2030, sustainability will not be the differentiator. It will be the fundamental of expectation from both employees and customers. Organizations that embed ESG principles into their HR strategy will win the war for talent. The future belongs to the organization that views sustainability not as a compliance, but as a strategic imperative that drives innovation, engagement, and long-term business success. The next slide. Fortunately, and of late, our union government has implemented the new labor code, and has implemented by 21st November 2025. Its biggest labor reforms since independence. India's transformative labor codes are reshaping the 2030 workflows landscape by formalizing the gig economy contractors, extending the social security benefits, including PF and ASI, to platforms and unorganized workers, and dramatically simplifying the compliances through technology integration. These reforms champion the maximum governance and minimum government, fostering the formal job creation through fixed term contracts, improving the women's night work participation, and establishing unified minimum wages. The vision, the competitive and inclusive business environment by 2030. There are two main things in the new labor code. One is a simplified compliance, another digital focus. Simplified compliance means one registration, one license, and one annual return replaces 28 separate laws, 29 separate laws. Another one is digital focus. It's a web-based algorithm-driven inspection, reducing inspector routes with the electronic things. So this new labor code help the organization for developing further to achieve the target by 2030 in a grand scale. Next slide. On the basis of the new labor codes, every organization must reframe their HR policies, and that must be aligned with the new labor codes. There are, there are key changes that's reshaping the HR policy in 2026 now. The first one is the unified wage definition. Single standardized definition of wages fundamentally changes how PF contributions and gratuity are calculated across all sectors. Second, expanded social security. The gratuity and comprehensive social security benefits now extend to fixed term employees, that is a contract employees, gig workers, creating more inclusive workforce. Third, flexible working hours. Legal provisions now permit 4-day work week It's 48 hours. You can make it in 12 hours for 4 days. However, that should be 48 hours. With the extended daily shift, offering unprecedented flexibility for the employers and employees. The fourth one is digital compliance.
Yes, sir.
So mandatory digital documentation
Yeah, this is like
and e-compliance system.
yeah,
With
okay, sir. Thank you.
algorithm-based inspection, streamlines the regulatory adherence. So on the basis of three key changes, HR policy should be reframed by every organization by 2026. So now by 21st November, government implemented. It will take for nearly 6 months by um, Union Secretary. By April, they will get rules and regulation, the states rules and regulation, and approved by
Sir, not
legislature.
call this.
Okay. The next slide, please. On the basis of HR frameworks and policies, government unified labor codes, and also that we know now we can come to some roadmap for 2030. The next slide, please. Hello. Next slide, please.
Next slide, Praveen.
Yeah. So roadmap, previous roadmap to 2030. This is previous one. Yeah. Thanks. So roadmap for to 2030. There are strategic milestones for HR transformation. By 2025, now we got a foundation. Uh, implement AI-powered training systems and launch internal JIT platforms for flexible workforce management. By 2026, the next year, diversity and ESG. Achieve 30% of women in middle management position, at least. Since we have only 17 percentages in 16 to 17 percentage only women leadership. Now we must provide extent at least 30% of the women in middle management. So automatically it will be escalated to 40% by 2030 in senior leadership and other, and roll out the comprehensive ESG reporting frameworks. 2027, this is HR analytics and remote. Deploy full analytics-driven workforce planning. The workforce planning strategy, data-driven, analytics-driven. Why? Where they are coming, how many people are there, what are the categories are there, their parameters, their strength, and we can. This will help us to deploy the correct, right work plan in the right place. So this is very good, helpful for workforce planning. With 50% of roles enabled for remote and remote work capabilities. This is one more suggestion. And by 2028, compliance and leadership. Launch zero lag compliance dashboard. Zero lag, that means so there is no deviation that should be complied. That should adhere to all the statutory compliance, regularity, and reach 40% leadership diversity across all levels. I have initially told by 2026, 30% women. By 2028, we have to reach 40% of leadership diversity across all levels, so that we can reach the excellence by 2030. By 2029 and 2030, we can reach the excellence that it will help scale the sustainable HR practices and establish position as a top 10 global employer brand. This is our roadmap. On the basis of roadmap, if organization follow and plan it and make the HR people, HR teams, rather than to the administration function, they should be as a strategic partner in the organization. They should sit in the strategic meeting. So I think Dave Ulrich already every time is told that HR is not only for HR. He should take he should take he should take the accountability for stakeholders and sit in the board, take seat in the board. As CHRO should, as C-suite leaders should take seat in the board in such a way that we can, HR people, our HR professional will evolve as a team members in board to escalate as a partner, strategic partner of the company, organization for the development. Next step. So some success metrics for board tracking it. There is a KPIs through 2030. So it's a 30% talent velocity. The time to fill reduction year on year. Talent velocity, that is how to the time to fill them. Filling this should not take too much time or many organizations take sometimes takes a long time, and it will with the help of the existing they are struggling to scale up. So we should focus on some metrics and talent velocity. I push 30% at least. Next, retention was 15%. 90-day turnover decrease in 2020. The turnover of the not a monthly, that should be 90 days, the 3 months once, a quarterly once we should review, track where they are, and then only we can put it in 15% as a retention and 40% women leaders size. So this is all one KP. Leadership diversity target by 2030. And ESG score plus 2 points annually. External rating improvement of 2 points annually through sustainable practices and transparent reporting. HR ROI. HR costs as percentage of revenue, that should be decreased by 5% by 2030 through efficiency gains. So these KPIs will help us to achieve the target of 2030. Next. Let us call for action. Our immediate steps for our leadership, HR leadership, and business leadership. First, approve the transformation budget, sanction the comprehensive 3-year HR transformation budget to enable the strategic initiative. Another one is to form steering committees, appoint a cross-functional steering committee com- comprising the executives, HR, and finance leaders. Next, reviews. You have to commit reviews. Establish a quarterly HR board review sessions to track the progress and ensure accountability. Let us ready to shape the India's HR future together. Let us build a workplace ecosystem that empowers every employee, drives sustainable growth, and positions India as a global leader in human capital excellence by 2030. I would like to add one more quote from Dave Eldridge. He is a modern father of the HR. He is a father of modern HR. The ultimate value of HR is what it delivers for others. That's one thing. Thank you.
So thank you, Sundar. I think you touched some key points, very very critical points for. I like the Vision 2030 slide. So you talk about target of each year. That is very very interesting. I think so in this uh, volatile world, the enabling people to deliver the value is something which is very critical. Okay, you very nicely covered all the topics, and and it's, I think people also, the companies now started realizing that the value of human capital is something which they must try to maximize the value. Okay, so that's what I see it. Okay, so that's a great insights. Would you like to summarize in three key takeaways for the team, Sundar?
I like to very summarize in a simple way. So, so 2030 is my this is the target. Why? Because the government also is a 5 trillion economy. That is the mission building this mission behind this 2030 program. I think easy because by the 5 trillion economy, the government projected by 2028, but IMF is projected it further delay by 2029 or also. However, but by 2030, we have to our workforce should be ready to meet all the business trade. That is the main thing. There are more. There is a gap between gap between the generation and skills and capability. So we got there are so many mismatches. We got to bridge the gap in all this system. So we have to focus on reskilling and upskilling now. That's very important. On the first 2 years, we have to focus mainly on reskilling, upskilling. That is the main thing. Then and side by along the way, we have to do more important to the women workforce, one leadership also. So that give the diversity in Tamil. Fortunately, in Tamil Nadu, I think we have about 40% of our human workforce in India in manufacturing and industries.
Mm.
It is more than
National
national
average.
standards. Right? Not only in Tamil Nadu, in southern states all they are all.
Tamil Nadu is leading. Tamil Nadu is definitely leading. Maybe Jayalalitha, the credit goes to Jayalalitha at that time, at that point of time.
As for past 5 years also,
It's continuous.
Okay, already we have give a relaxation and we have put an education. We have That is only they are given more importance to the education for a female girl education. And not only in the schools, now from colleges and also. That's
Great.
flexibility will improve their skills. Now, the participation also there is rises.
Excellent. Great insights. Thank you, Sundar. Thank you very much. Uh, I really liked that India is going to be 5 trillion economy very soon, and workforce need to be ready. I think
Yeah.
that's very interesting takeaway. And reskilling and upskilling,
Yeah.
two important key things. The third thing, as you said, women empowerment.
Yeah.
To get the diversified leadership, especially middle management. I really liked what you
Thank
said.
you.
And thank you for sharing the experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to Sundar Raj. And if you have any questions, please post it. We'll make sure that your questions get answered. If you have any question related to HR, he's expert. Maybe he's really into a HR business for quite some time. He knows the legalities and also the women empowerment part. He knows the topic very well, and he's expert in that. So please reach out to Sundar for any questions related to HR, and we are happy to facilitate that. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving a wonderful lecture. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you all.
much. Yeah.